one of the things that we do, and I see that there's already a kind of a pre-populated requests here. We'll track all the diligence. We'll have, sometimes what I do is I'll create a different request list. It's kind of copied for internal versus external. So I know that our internal teams can be tracking the requests. And this is probably a little bit overly diligent, because I know you can limit certain communication with folks internally and externally through the requests. But I'll create an internal diligence request list and an external diligence request list. Externally, it'll have the same fields, same requests, everything like that, but it's just me or my team communicating with external parties. So whether it's the seller, the bankers, our accountants, or our legal team, or their accountants or their legal team, all of that is managed in like an external diligence set of request lists. And then they're kind of, we're asking questions, we're tagging documents, things like that. And then I copy most of that over to an internal diligence request list where, I'll copy the comments back, I'll tag, the documents to it. So our internal teams can be reviewing and focused on that. Because I want them asking questions in DealRoom. I want them posting comments, posting their analysis, saying what their, feedback is. And one of the things that I sometimes worry about is that if I have just one request list, that the internal team is going to post something on one of the requests that, say, the seller is going to end up seeing, and you want to avoid some of the duplication there. Julie and I have talked about this before. Of there's ways to limit that. I like to be overly diligent and overly careful, so that one's probably more on me. But I'll usually set up 2 sets of request lists and then kind of manage all of it in there. So like you can see, organizational chart. Here I'll tag, usually whoever is responsible for reviewing and kind of owning that request, I'll tag them as the assignee. And then I have myself or somebody from my team usually as a reviewer. And, we're actively adding comments here or tagging people with questions and things like that to make sure that everything that does get loaded is reviewed and properly asked questions and things like that.